Prepare to be moved by 10 of the world's most heartwarming animal rescues. The first one alone saved 15,000 people in his lifetime. Prepare to have your perceptions challenged as you dive into these extraordinary stories. From brave piglets to compassionate lions, loyal dogs to wise elephants, these animals display extraordinary courage and intelligence in saving human lives. Fill your heart with awe and admiration as you witness their heroism and selfless acts. These stories celebrate the deep connection between humans and animals, and reveal the compassion and courage of the animal kingdom. Join us on this heartwarming journey of discovery and be moved by the indomitable spirit of these magnificent creatures. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe to our channel. Let's move on to the video. In the beautiful African savannah, a sensational kidnapping incident occurred. The main character of the story is a 12-year-old girl. One day after school, she walked alone through a narrow path and was kidnapped by a gangster. They took her into a deep forest, possibly with evil intentions or planning to extort a large ransom from her parents. However, to everyone's surprise, a pack of lions suddenly appeared, driving away the kidnappers. At this point, one might wonder what the lions would do next. Would they harm the girl, tear her to pieces? But instead, they kept her safe within their midst, preventing the outlaws from returning to harm her again. The lions stayed with her until the next day when the police arrived at the scene, and then they slowly left. This miraculous event has left many animal experts wondering why these lions, usually seen as bloodthirsty predators, became the little girl's guardian angels. Three decades ago, a shocking event occurred at the zoo when a 5-year-old boy named Levon accidentally fell into the gorilla enclosure and lost consciousness. The gorillas gathered around him, but remarkably, James, a magnificent silverback gorilla, rushed to his aid without any aggression. Instead, James protected Levon, roared to scare off the other apes, and even guided them into a separate area, allowing rescuers enough space to save the boy. Levon's injuries were severe, but thanks to prompt treatment, he made a remarkable recovery in just 6 weeks. The reason behind James' compassion remains a mystery, and even Levon himself was astounded when he later saw the video of the incident. Despite orangutan's incredible strength, James chose to help a wounded and helpless boy, displaying a rare and kind-hearted side in the animal kingdom. Sadly, James passed away in 1992, but to honor his memory, the zoo invited the now-grown Levon to unveil a bronze statue dedicated to the compassionate gorilla. In the beginning, a cute little piggy named Lulu was given as a birthday gift to Joanne's daughter by a friend. However, the daughter refused the gift, as not many people would accept a pig as a present. Eventually, Joanne decided to keep Lulu and took good care of her. They became inseparable companions and true friends. Little did Joanne know that Lulu would become more than just a pet, she would become a lifesaver. One day, Joanne suffered a sudden heart attack while home alone. Lulu, in a moment of apparent shock, managed to open the door and ran outside, frantically blocking traffic with her mouth. People were puzzled by Lulu's behavior, but she persistently went in and out of the house, trying to draw their attention. Finally, a man followed Lulu and discovered Joanne in distress on the floor. He quickly called 911, saving Joanne's life. Lulu's intelligence and bravery astounded everyone, proving that life in any form deserves respect and care. Lulu's story serves as a reminder that we should cherish and respect all forms of life because we may not fully comprehend the ways they can positively impact our lives. Uncharted waters can be dangerous, but that doesn't deter diving enthusiasts from exploring. On one occasion, experienced diver Neuhauser jumped into the ocean, assuming it was just another routine dive in her 28 years of diving. However, unbeknownst to her, A shark lurked nearby, ready to attack. As Neuhauser tried to dive deeper, a whale approached her, using its fins to protect her. It seemed as though the whale was acting like a protective mother. Initially puzzled by the whale's behavior, Neuhauser soon realized the danger she was in and heeded the whale's warning. She decided not to dive any further, avoiding a potential encounter with the shark. Thanks to the whale's intervention, Neuhauser narrowly escaped a potentially fatal situation. The incident serves as a reminder of the unpredictable nature of the ocean and the remarkable ways in which marine creatures can interact and protect each other. We all know that elephants are incredibly smart and sensitive animals. This heartwarming story takes place in Thailand during an earthquake and devastating tsunami triggered by a powerful undersea earthquake in the Indian Ocean. During her holiday in Thailand, 8-year-old Amber befriended a 4-year-old elephant named Nying Nying. They spent a month together, with Amber feeding him bananas, riding on his back, and playing with him on the beach each morning. On the fateful day of December 26th, as the weather appeared normal, no one noticed the ground shaking. However, Nying Nying, being more perceptive, sensed the impending danger. He grew nervous and attempted to flee the beach, but his trainer tried to bring him back. Suddenly, a massive wave crashed onto the beach, and Amber clung onto Nying Nying for dear life. The brave elephant held firm, using his body as a barrier against the fierce waves, protecting his young friend. While chaos erupted around them, Nying Nying stood guard over Amber like a mountain, unwavering and strong, until the waves receded. Then, he carefully guided Amber to safety. This true story reminds us that animals, like us, have feelings, worries, and the capacity to protect their beloved friends. Though their world may be different from ours, their love and courage are equally powerful and awe-inspiring. Let's talk about a little dog named Belle, a hero in this heartwarming story that takes place in America with the Draught family. One day, when Patricia, Belle's owner, went into the garage to get her gardening tools, her 14-month-old son Stanley, who had been following her closely, suddenly vanished. Frantic, Patricia searched the entire house, but Stanley was nowhere to be found. Finally, she reached the pool area and saw her baby floating in the water. She feared the worst, but to her surprise, it was Belle who was heroically dog paddling underwater, keeping Stanley's head above the surface and preventing him from drowning. Thanks to Belle's quick thinking and actions, Patricia was able to pull her son out of the water safely. This little dog proved that heroes don't always have to be big and strong. Sometimes, they come in the form of a cute, cuddly pet right by our side. People often think that cats, unlike dogs, are very independent pets with their own personalities, and they don't care much for people. However, a cat named Martha has shattered that image. Mosha is a stray cat living in a stairwell in Russia, where kind tenants bring her food every day. Her life would have been uneventful if it weren't for one fateful day. Someone abandoned a 2-month-old baby and left him in Martha's box. For some unknown reason, the child's parents chose to abandon him in this manner. During the cold winter nights, Martha never left the baby's side. She kept him warm and comforted him. In the morning, she loudly cried out to draw attention to the baby, waking up the entire building. The story of Martha and the baby quickly made headlines, touching the hearts of many kind-hearted people. They rushed to adopt the poor baby, thanks to Martha's kindness. In the end, Martha's care and compassion helped the baby survive and find a new loving home. This incredible tale shows that cats, too, can display remarkable acts of kindness and empathy. Pitbulls are sometimes unfairly perceived as one of the most aggressive dog breeds in the world. However, beneath that fierce exterior, there may be a kind heart. In St. Louis, Missouri, A heartwarming incident occurred when a woman walking her dog noticed a lonely little boy walking barefoot down the street, accompanied by a majestic pit bull. Concerned for the boy's safety, the woman couldn't turn a blind eye and spent 4 hours knocking on neighbors' doors to help find the boy's parents. Surprisingly, the pit bull wasn't the boy's pet, it was a stray who had been with him since he got lost, protecting him from danger. Eventually, the boy's family decided to adopt the dog, bringing him into their loving home. In another extraordinary story, there's a star pit bull team in America that once heroically protected their young owner from a poisonous snake attack. This brave incident took place in southern Florida in August. The children were playing in their grandmother's backyard when Slayer and Paco started acting strangely, barking at the bushes. Their vigilance attracted the attention of the adults, who quickly took the kids inside. Moments later, a poisonous snake emerged, but Slider bravely bit and killed it, although both dogs were injured in the process. Thanks to the quick actions of their owner, the dogs received prompt medical attention, and their lives were saved despite the venomous snake's bite. These remarkable stories highlight the loyal and courageous nature of pit bulls, reminding us that any breed can show kindness and bravery beyond appearances and stereotypes. Animals are known for their loyalty to humans, and some are even willing to sacrifice their own lives to save their masters. One such hero is not the typical image of a dog, but a domesticated miniature pig named Theodore. This story unfolds in Tulsa, Oklahoma, late one night in March when Theodore's owner, Courtney's house caught fire. Theodore, being a brave piglet, sensed the danger and woke up Courtney to alert her. Thanks to his warning, Courtney was able to wake up her parents and evacuate the burning house together. However, when Courtney tried to go back for Theodore, she found him trapped in a wall of smoke. Despite the firefighters' warnings to leave, Courtney was determined to save her hero Piggy. Sadly, the fire proved too massive, and Courtney couldn't rescue Theodore in time. Tragically, Theodore inhaled too much smoke and left this world. It is a touching story of a pet who gave his precious life to save his owner's entire family. Theodore, the brave piglet, will forever be remembered as a hero for his selfless act of courage and loyalty. And here we are with today's touching story that unfolds on a foggy summer day. A ship lost control and got stranded on a dangerous reef, causing panic among the people on board. Just when they needed help the most, a small white figure appeared before them. It was a white dolphin. The dolphin approached with the kindest gesture, guiding the ship away from the perilous reef, ensuring their safety. They named the dolphin Opal Jack due to the black spot on his forehead, resembling a plum blossom, symbolizing his connection to Poseidon, the god of the sea. Opal Jack continued his noble mission of guiding lost ships in the area. He fearlessly saved over 15,000 lives, making a significant contribution to the South Pacific route. Tragically, greedy people once attempted to capture him, resulting in a scar on his tail. Despite the hardships, Jack remained true to his purpose and continued to save lives. Eventually, Jack's body was found, and a death test revealed he died from exhaustion. His loss was deeply mourned, and nearly 100,000 people came to New Zealand to pay their respects. The New Zealand government held a solemn state funeral, covering his body with the national flag and playing the national anthem. They buried him in Humboldt Harbor, where he frequented, and erected a bronze monument in his honor. As we finish this heartwarming story, we are reminded of the extraordinary heroism of animals to save people. From brave piglets to compassionate lions, loyal dogs to intelligent elephants, these remarkable creatures display unparalleled courage and intelligence when it comes to protecting human life. Today, we were privileged to witness 10 of the most touching and awe-inspiring animal rescues that left us with a deep sense of gratitude for the profound bond that exists between animals and humans. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel.